Welcome to Captain Discovery. Referring to Brazil? We will think of football, Coffee Peak and Amazon forest with countless survival struggles in the world's largest ecosystem. But the scary nature in Brazil is not only Amazon. Off the coast of São Paulo, about 32 kilometers, there is a much more horrible island than Amazon. In today's video, let's explore the most terrifying venom island in the world. Brazilian Snake Island. The island with nearly 400,000 snakes. Please repeat that, about 400,000. The world's most poisonous snake in Brazil is both a fear and stimulating the curiosity of adventurous travelers. The island has a fairly long name and it is not easy to read. It is Queimada Grande. From here I will be called the Snake Island. This island is 45 hectares wide. It is lonely in the South Atlantic. From a distance, it is very peaceful. With this peaceful look, this place should be one of the destinations to attract tourists in Brazil, if not cure up to 400,000 poisonous snakes. Previously, this island, called Fire Island, was tried to occupy the coast by burning forests and chasing wildlife into deep forests. But with the presence of countless poisonous snakes, this place is known more with another name, which is the Snake Island. In addition, this island is also known as another name that is equally obsessed. That is the Dead Island. According to the researchers' estimates, every 1 square meter on a Snake Island, one can find up to 5 snakes. However, a biologist has visited the Snake Island many times, saying that this density is exaggerated. 1 on a square meter is probably more reasonable. But even a child in a square meter is extremely scary. A poisonous snake per square meter. People are only 3 steps away from death. This island is famous as the only place of golden-headed cobra. The snake is known as one of the unique species in the world. Although the golden-headed cobra is a species in danger of extinction in other parts of the world, this island is considered their paradise. Here they can freely proliferate that no one dares to touch. What beautiful is often poisonous. This snake, when adults, can be too long and cool, and venom is 5 times stronger than the snake venom in other areas in the continent. Because they only eat birds instead of eating dynamic, the object has a case. The venom of this snake is toxic to blood, toxic to the nervous system. Bite writing will cause pain. Muscle tissue and flesh will melt, accompanied by symptoms of vomiting, intestinal bleeding, kidney failure. In short, it can kill most prey. However, the venom of this snake also has a surprising useful use. In addition to high value in the study of anti-venom formulas, they can also be used to develop anticoagulants. Currently, the decline of living environment, illegal animal trade and disease has significantly reduced the number of poisonous snakes in many parts of the world, except for Brazilian Snake Island. In addition to the golden-headed green lake, the Snake Island is also the residence of many other snakes, all of which are classified as a poison. Explaining this scary knife, an assumption that about 11,000 years ago, the snake was trapped on this island when the sea level rises to the area of the whole island, and the continent inside. The loneliness of this island and the presence of snakes that make it one of the most horrific places in Brazil. A place like in the horror movies you often watch is the leading terrifying graveyard in the world. Brazilians often tell tourists 2 stories about people who die from snakes on the island. The main character in the first story is a fisherman. During a beach, he stopped on the island to pick fruits and a snake bit him. The fisherman rushed to the boat. The relatives saw that he had no credibility for a while. A few days later they discovered that he died on the boat, was floating and lying in a pool of blood. And the second story talks about the lighthouse and his family. On the only island there is a lighthouse and almost no people live. It was the period of the early 20th century. One night, the snakes attacked the lighthouse and his family. Since then, no one dares to come to this island anymore. According to Business Insider, there is a legendary story handed down throughout Brazil. That is the origin of the snakes. Specifically, many local fishermen said that many poisonous snakes appear on this dangerous island due to pirates. For the purpose of protecting the safety of treasures on the island, the old pirates have released many poisonous snakes here. However, this is still a big question. Because when the owner of the treasure returns, they also face the nightmares called poisonous snakes. The nightmare that I created. Although snakes occupy the majority on the island, one of the big challenges for this island is that they do not have many prey on the ground. Local birds are too obvious of the dangers of predators on the island, so they often avoid this place or be alert. Only the flock of migrant birds stopped on the island to rest after long flights easy to become victims of snakes. To find food, snakes will often crawl on trees or in high cliffs. They attack prey. The researchers believe that it is the difficult situation when looking for prey. So the venom of snakes must develop extremely toxic enough to kill any prey immediately. And it is the venom of these snakes that make the island almost no longer found any other species except for the peanuts and come here. Over time, the golden cobra on the island became stronger and their venom became more and more scary. But people still seek to set foot in the Snake Island because the more curious they want to explore. But who can come to the island? Because of the danger and potential level of thousands of poisonous snakes, the Brazilian government has banned people and tourists from set up the island. Therefore, there are only naval forces in this country with experts in detailed research on golden cobra and learn about the very unique primary ecosystem on this dangerous island, or these cinemators, who are designated for maintenance of the new poster, are allowed to come here. However, in case of approval, they are still recommended to have doctors to follow the delegation to promptly handle in dangerous situations. And one more recommendation is that they should wear full protective items. With all these recommendations, this is a little good destination, and at the end of today's video is also related to the snake. We will find out why the symbols of the medical and pharmaceutical industry are snakes. In the symbol of the medical and pharmaceutical industry, there are images of the snake. The symbol of the medical industry is the snake wrapped around a stick, and the symbol of the pharmaceutical industry is the snake that releases the venom into a glass. The two symbols have been around for a long time, and for a long time they have caused controversy. So why did the ancients take a snake as a symbol of medicine and not another animal? According to an anecdote from the ancient Greece, the son of Apollo, Aesculate, is considered the ancestor of the medical industry. There is a story with him related to the following snakes. One day, he was on the way to visit a friend when he suddenly caught a snake. He took the stick out and quickly wrapped around the god of the stick. However, this god smashed the snake. Shortly after, he saw another snake crawling to a grass to save the life of the snake. After witnessing the incident, he searched for herbs to cure humans. In honor of this god, he sculpted a statue of a stick with a snake wrapped around him to commemorate him. His wife raised the goddess in the house to cure. Later, she became a symbolic goddess for maintaining human health. The symbol of the pharmaceutical industry is the snake that is releasing venom into the glass. The hidden of the panacea has saved the other god's family. Regardless of the source of the medical or pharmaceutical symbol is associated with any story, the image of the snake is still considered a symbol of closeness to human health. This object symbolizes ingenuity, health and regeneration, like a molting snake. Each time replacing the snake has a new life. And that is the story of horrific snake islands in Brazil and explanations of snakes related to the symbol of the medical industry, and the symbol of the pharmaceutical industry. Thank you for your interest in watching this story. If you feel interesting, do not forget to press the channel subscription button. Turn on the notification bell and share. Do not forget that the stories of geography will be available on the commentary channel Hythan Story. As for the stories of history and people will be the YouTube Captain Discovery channel. Please say goodbye. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching.